Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about something that it was made for modern audiences. Yeah, that's a huge spoiler for the news today, isn't it? Gamer, Tracer and WD agreement means multiple new Lord of the Rings movies. What goes ever on and on and fuck. So basically, we're gonna get a new Lord of the Rings movie, and this time they are going to fix icky ones that was made by Peter Jackson. Now it's going to be very diverse to represent the diversity for modern audiences. Who wants to bet it's going to be Frida? Oh shit. No, wait. They're gonna do like STD, isn't it? They're gonna name it like they did with Michael, and it's a black woman. Right. They're gonna keep it as Frodo, but it's going to be a black dwarf woman. It's gonna be sassy. And it's going to be a lesbian. It's not going to be any more Samwise. Lord, help me. Help me deal with this nonsense. Help me, help me, help me, help me. And Token, please get out of your goddamn fucking tomb. Even if you're like a skeleton, if they did any embalming fluids, maybe you're just skin and bones right now, but please get out of your tomb and fix this. Right. But at least your son, he's probably a bit more meaty than you. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna ruin it. Like Ranks of Poor, which I cannot even remotely even call it Lord of the Rings type of deal. Let's read this, shall we? During the same financial call in which Warner Bros. And Discovery CEO David Zaslav revealed Mortal Kombat 12 is coming this year, he also mentioned the Lord of the Rings rights to adapt J.R.R. Tolkien's story to film were part of the Suspense Embracer Group went on last year. Learn anything about Saints Row and Embracer Group? I think you should learn. And the co-chairs and CEOs of Warner Bros. Pictures that I got to look at them. Don't give a shit. Struck a deal with Embracer to make, quote, multiple Lord of the Rings movies. Zaslav said, Lord of the Rings is one of the most iconic storytelling franchises of all time, and we are so excited. Yeah, sure, Zaslav. Look, you saved Warner, you saved the company a little bit once you cancelled Supergirl and other retarded nonsense out of it. But, I think you're making a huge mistake right now. Unless you expect in the next was 3 years or something thereabouts that the woke movement is going to fizzle out and die, but I highly doubt it. But if you expect that to happen, then sure, maybe you can probably, just stretching it on the probably here, try to do an adaptation, but we all know it's going to be woke as fuck. Aragorn is going to be a black woman, or a woman again. Ah, you get it. Probably going to be a transgender woman. Fake titties. Hey guys, I know you're gonna love this one. Right. Press release from Embracer Group goes into further without actually adding any more real detail, except to clarify that this is a, quote, multi-year agreement to collaborate on future films based on Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And I think it's going to be... Wait, like the Snow White. Remember when that stupid retard that plays the imp in Game of Thrones nagged about the dwarves in Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, and in the end they ended up getting fired or not hired at all, and a bunch of people, McNuggets, ended up losing their jobs for not working there, because you would get quite a bit, not only 7 actual actors of people McNuggets or portable people to play the 7 dwarves, you will also get a few extras, and you will also need to get stunt actors to play some parts of the 7 dwarves. Sorry, portable people. All of those things. So it's way more than 7 portable McNuggets that lost a job. Congratulations, you filthy fucking imp. You might be a great actor, but you definitely fucking fucked it up for all of them. Ah, fuck. This story is going to be worse, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to ruin it all. But if you want a story that doesn't suck, check out my book.
Knights. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
They're probably going to be fixing the story so they do not they do not hell. You're gonna need to read this one. Daily Caller, reading Lord of the Rings and 1984 could lead to right-wing extremism. Government report warns. This a parody? Actually, no. Author Douglas Murray published a scathing review of the British government's counter-terrorism prevent program, which has apparently reported that authors like George Orwell, who warned us about the dangers of socialism, J.R.R. Tolkien, who created a story for Britain, and C.S. Lewis, a great author who created some of the most amazing stories out there, can radicalize readers. Oh yeah, well, in that case, let's burn books. That's literally what the left has actually done. Wait, you think they haven't done that? You think for a moment? First and foremost, let's go back to the most famous book burning events in the entire 20th century. And it was done by leftists. In Germany, Nazi Germany. You think the Nazis are not leftists? Well, I got definitely something to prove it to you. They are socialists. Every single point of the National Socialist talking points are even on their, I forgot the ledger, no, what's the name of that document? I forgot. But it's on the charter. Right, and here is another one from National Post. Book burning in Ontario Francophone schools as gesture of reconciliation denounced. More than 4,700 books were removed from library shelves at 30 schools, and they have since been destroyed or are in the process of being recycled. Yes, we're dealing with the left again. The left hasn't been happy in nearly destroying the world in World War II when they decided to team up with the other socialist brands, which is fascism and communism, and team up, and they did and invaded Poland. Now, it wasn't enough because of that. It wasn't enough that they caused the Holodomor, the Holocaust, and all of those things. It wasn't fucking enough. No. We still have the Cold War to deal with the goddamn fucking commies ruining capitalism and infecting every single country out there in the world. No. They still need to go on and today and still fuck it up. Goddamn fucking I love the left. I hate the left. Right, let's continue. This column, Murray described how Britain Prevent program was founded to support counterterrorism efforts, but has gradually swayed into a focus on only extremism from Islam and far-right ideological mindsets. They forgot the far left, which is also way more dangerous than far-right. You actually have to worry about mostly, first and foremost, in the quantity of terrorism the world is, first on Islam, which is pretty much way up there because there's people that are really love the boom. And then we have the leftists. In a very far second after Islam, but still second place, leftism. Right. The evidence disclaimed by citing the Prevent was consulted by activists, groups such as Hope Not Hate, so far leftists, which he argues believes that people who voted for Brexit and are against illegal immigrants are far right. So basically all fucking far leftists. He further noted the Prevent's Research Information Communication Unit, RICU, has previously listed the historical texts as red flags. Essentially, if someone is reading 1984 and is against socialism, he is extremist and he needs to be unalive. Yeah. All works of Lewis, Tolkien, Aldous Huxley, Joseph Conrad, they should be suspected of being a far-right extremist. Terrorist. And you got that fucking shit at me! No. If you read Marx's Communist Manifesto, oh no, that's totally fine. Oh my god, you cannot read 1984! Go suck a cock, you fucking filthy commie! Right, Murray's own book was on the list. Prevent was founded in 2019 to do absolutely nothing as usual, and it's a waste of government money, and is reviewed annually. God. The purpose of the review is to consider Britain's strategy for protecting people vulnerable to being drawn into terrorism. You're not doing your job, you fucking filthy morons, and to make recommendations based on the findings. In the review itself, written by William Shawcross, he notes that while the boundaries for extremist Islamic ideology are too narrow, and boundaries around the idea of extreme right ideology are too broad, this apparently hinders Prevent from effectively dealing with the risks posed by this mindset. But doesn't it also ignore a whole other ideological spectrum of extremism, far left ideologies too? Obviously. But because Prevent is a far leftist, they're fine with it. In fact, Shawcross barely makes mention of left-wing ideologies throughout the entire report. I wonder why. He doesn't mention communism, which is one of the most dangerous ideologies out there, right behind Islam. He doesn't mention China, or nor Russia. Those two are filthy fucking commies, except Russia, but still has a commie mindset. Even though the economy is not communism anymore, but it's pretty close, but it's not anymore. While I can't imagine my friends back in the UK being recruited into Chinese terror operations, have you remember Orwell? Yeah, we all do. And it's a Democrat. I do fear that the nations collapse into public assaults like those hosted by activist groups Extinction Rebellion. No, those are fine. No, those are not terrorists. I do not think that Extinction Rebellion is a terrorist group, but I think they actively campaign for disruption in a very different way to individuals quietly reading classics. Don't worry, reading 1984, prison, protesting, burning stuff, hurting people, probably even unaliving some. No, that's fine. God, the mental gymnastic that these fucking far leftists must jump through, it's just amazing. Fuck! I was even nearly dragged into a crazy crew of idiots who glued themselves to artwork, but thankfully I have never been one of those activities. Right. What concerns me more is the fact that my government has clearly chosen good guys and bad guys and ignoring those screaming that they may, quote, temporarily shift away from public disruption as a primary tactic, and, quote, they are not giving up until their unattainable goals are met, and even if their goals are met, they'll starve to death shortly thereafter. Oh shit on a pickle. A report from The Guardian in 2016 said that the Home Office Research Information Communication Unit was modeled after the propaganda unit founded in 1948. The Information Research Department, the department was shut down in 1977, but not before members hoodwinked journalists and academics and targeted unionists. There is so much money flowing through the hands of elites under the guise of climate change, activism, and mitigation. Surely focusing efforts on those who don't bow down to the obvious corruption is the best thing Rico can do to enrich themselves. Come on, please. And their buddies in the British government. So basically, you're fucked. Again. Well, in that case, maybe Britain will end up banning the remake of The Lord of the Rings. At least that would be a good thing coming out of all of this mess. Hey, we can only hope, right? So, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great